Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praises and honor and glory that's due to Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, root well, and as always, we give peace and salutations unto the hopeful and elect that is scattered abroad. Throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with unrighteousness and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Alright, to the Yahweh, the free sisters that do listen and learn to you, I say Shalom. It's your brother Andre coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. I'm going to edify and defeat the lambs of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. So, I'm just going to go through a couple of articles, man. Alright? And this lesson is going to be entitled, The Greatest Ethnic Cleansing is Coming to two-thirds Israelites and to Babylon, man. Okay? Because, hey, that great ethnic cleansing, alright, is not going to be in a good way. It's going to be in a bad way because 2/3 of our people are going to have to die on this side, man. Okay? It is prophesied in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says 2 parts there should be cut off and die, but the third should be left in. Okay? Only 1/3 is going to be saved out of the destruction. And 2/3, if you look at a chart of 2/3, that's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of our people, basically. All right, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are going to die a painful death on this side, okay? So I'm just going to go through a couple of articles, all right? And this one, first one is from the rtnews.com. It says, everyone going to get that. Americans to be issued CD19 vaccine cards to track doses. Oh, boy. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. Yeah, everyone is going to get that. Everyone except the elect, man. Because the elect is not going to take it. All right. And if you're not a part of the elect, you're going to be more than willing to take it. All right. Which is why I got another article to show, to prove that. All right. So let's read a little bit of this article. I'm not going to be long, man. I'm going to try not to be too long, right? But hey, you know how the spirit is. But that's okay. Hey, we're here to edify and defeat the lambs of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. That's part of a prophet's job. All right, it's to warn the people. All right. As both CD or Crown Royal 19 vaccines waiting to be approved in the U.S. require 2 doses, Americans will be given a vaccine card to keep track of them. Non-profits working with the government on the program told reporters. It says everyone will be issued a written card that they can put in their wallet. Oh, man. That will tell them what they had and when, their next dose is. Dr. Kelly Moore, Associate Director of the Immunization Action Coalition, told CNN on Thursday. And that's that little card there. Oh, man. Anyway, the IAC is a nonprofit working with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more like the Center of Disease Creation and Non-Prevention, CDC, to promote vaccination since 1994. So they already had this thing in works, man. So, okay, they had this shit already in the works. Like I say, man, everything that they got, they've already had it in works. Okay? So this devil already had this shit planned out from maybe a long time ago. Because they already knew what they was gonna do. Okay? But they were waiting for the right time and the right moment to do these things. Okay? Like it says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. More added that many places will ask patients to volunteer their cell phone numbers so they can get a text when their next dose is. Oh boy. Anyway, every vaccine administered will be reported to the state immunization registry so the clinics can check in the database whether the patient has received their shots or the jab. They will also be reported to the CDC, according to Claire Hanna on the Associate of Immunizations Manager, another nonprofit working with the health authorities. So, like I say, man, hey, they about to get ready to issue out these shots, man. Okay, and from what I heard in the UK, they're about to issue out these jabs in the UK, man. So good luck to those brothers and those sincere sisters that are following the men that are following, that's leaning on you. How about Shin Shai? Because they looks like they're about to go through that trial and tribulation first, man. All right, that's spoken of in Revelations chapter 3 and verse 8. So may the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai be with you, you sincere brothers over there in the UK, and you sincere sisters. All right. So, hey, things are moving fast. Okay. So, things are moving fast, and we almost out of here. We ain't got to deal with this shit for too long. All right. I'll put this article in the description box. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Now, look at this. This is from CNBC.com. Will you be willing to get a Crown Royal 19 Maxine in exchange for a 1,500 stimulus check? So, in order to get a stimulus check, you got to have the Maxine. Look at that, boy. So, if you want a $1,500 stimulus check, you got to be maxed. You got to have the jab. And I guarantee you 2/3 of you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be willing to do this. The elect isn't, man. Okay? Bribery. These devils trying to bribe you. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Let me read a little bit of this, man. Because, hey, the Lord's got to come back, man. All right? The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is speeding the days up for the elect's sake, man. Hey, the water Yahweh Shem Shai, we're almost out of here. Millions of Americans are still hoping for a second round of stimulus check to help them cope with the financial fallout of this Crown Royal -19 pandemic. Okay, so hey, they know people are struggling, man. They know people are struggling, mainly you Israelites, man. All right, you Israelites have really been hit the hardest. Okay, and I ain't talking about getting this whole CD-19 bullshit, man. Okay, I'm about you struggling financially because hey, we don't have nothing here. Okay, we ain't got nothing. All right, they know Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are struggling. And this is what they're going to use to say, hey, if you want this $1,500 stimulus check, here, take this jab. Get this in your arm. And this is what they're going to use to get a lot of you Israelites, man, mainly 2/3 of you Israelites. Meanwhile, the U.S. government is preparing to distribute vaccinations to the U.S. public in order to put an end to the public health crisis. Now, one proposal aimed to help both effort by giving people $1,500 stimulus checks in exchange for getting immunized. Getting that jab, man. So they're gonna use that 1,500 stimulus check in order to get people to get jabbed with a needle. The idea comes from entrepreneur John Delaney, a former Democratic Congress for mayor who also ran for president in 2020. Not surprised. The faster we get 75% of this country vaccine or maxed or jabbed, the faster we end corona you know, we in Crown Royal, and the sooner everything returns to normal, which everything is not going to return to normal. Okay, they're just deceiving you people into thinking things are going to return to normal, man. Things are not going to go back to normal. Okay, Delaney said in an interview with CNBC.com. Admittedly, the plan could face some hurdles. Congress has worked for months to come to an agreement on the next Crown Royal stimulus package. Republicans and Democrats are still at odds, even as 12 million people could lose unemployment benefits in a few weeks if nothing is done. More stimulus checks, once an area of bipartisan agreement, now seems to be off the table. And they doing this shit on purpose, all right? They doing that on purpose. At the same time, the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, blah, 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 met this week to decide who should be first in line to get max or get jabbed. Once the vaccine are approved, they will roll out to Americans free of charge. Blah blah blah. Some individuals may be afraid to take the newly developed treatment. A lot of Americans ain't gonna take it at all. Some will, some ain't. The elect definitely ain't. One Gallup poll found that 58% of Americans say they would get a Crown Royal -19 jab. Yay. That's a long article. I'm going to read a little bit more of this. I'm not going to read this whole thing because public polling has found that whether or not to take the jab has become a political issue, which is discouraging, Delaney said. We have to create, in my judgment, an incentive for people to really accelerate their thinking about taking the jab. To be sure, those who are not comfortable receiving the jab would not be forced to do so. That's a lie. Oh boy, that's a lie. Nope. That's a lie. Never trust thy enemy. Nope. They said they ain't gonna force you to do it. Yes, they are. Eventually they are. At first they may not do it, but eventually, oh man. Because they, like Trump said, he's gonna use the military to issue out these jabs. So hey, don't. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm reading on. Ain't got nothing to say on that. No more to say on that one. Let's continue reading. If you're still afraid of the jab and don't want to take it, that's your right. You won't participate in this program. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? He added, you're going to benefit anyhow because we're getting the country to herd immunity faster, which benefits you. So I think everyone wins. No, everyone don't win. I'm done with this. Yeah, I don't want to listen to them. I'll put this rest of this article in the description box, man, because that's full of shit, man. Okay? Hey, these devils, and you know what? Let's get the scripture, because, oh boy. Nope. Because, hey, and you know what? It reminds me of two scriptures. Let's get that right quick. This is Psalms 55 and verse 21. Woo! Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Never trust thy enemy, man. Come on. They telling you they ain't gonna force it. It may not be mandated first, but eventually mandatory jab will come. And then the mandatory chipping. All right. This is what it's all leading up to, man. Okay. I know I'm going off subject a little bit, but that's okay. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. Okay? I don't believe a word these devils say. Oh, boy. This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Never trust these devils, man. Alright? So without further ado, let's get into the lesson. Okay? Because we already know 2/3 are going to take this. Okay? 2/3 are going to fall for it. That's why 2/3 are about to get destroyed, man. Alright? Let's see where I'm going to start first. That's what this lesson really is supposed to be about anyway. I'll start here. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Shai are upon the sinful kingdom, which is America, Babylon the Great. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. So the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. He is about to wipe this wicked ass kingdom off the face of the earth by thermonuclear destruction and the laser chariot fire from the chariots, man. Verse 9, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. For all the sinners of my people, which is talking about you Israelites, 2/3 mainly, shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And a lot of you Israelites are going to be in line to get this jab. All right? And you know what? It reminds me of a scripture because, hey, let's see. It's Isaiah 30 and verse 1. I'm right here. Because a lot of you Israelites, man, you 2/3 mainly of you Israelites, you trust in Babylon. All right? You're going to go down. Man, this reminds, hey, right on time, boy. This is Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, which is America. Okay, Egypt is symbolic to America, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. Okay, because a lot of you damn Jakes, you trust in Esau Edom system. You trust in this system. You want things to go back to normal. And hey, a lot of you people really do believe things are going to go back to normal. Things ain't going back to normal, man. That's just sweet talk. All right. Let's see. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. 2/3 of you Israelites, man, you trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the shadow. And it's lucky. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. Verse 3 again. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. This place is going to become your confusion. Because a lot of you Israelites, you trust in this wicked ass place, man. Okay? Let's see. But hey, judgment is coming to you Israelites, man. To you wicked 2/3. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the cities, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And who's sighing and crying for the abominations be done in the midst thereof? The elect, the 144,000 men. All right, teachers and preachers. Okay, we're the ones who are sighing and crying, and that mark is the law. All right, which means mark of exemption. Okay, who's going to be exempt from judgment? Okay. But as for you 2/3 Israelites, you ain't got no covering, man. Hey, the 144,000 and 1/3 men, women, and children believers, hey, they're gonna be covering that day. 2/3 of you Israelites, you ain't gonna be covered. Okay? you're going to do exactly what I read in that article, man. Because, hey, a lot of you Israelites, mainly two-thirds of you Israelites, man, hey, you want money. You do anything for money. Sad thing about it, but it's true. And a lot of you do anything for money. And this is what's gonna lead a lot of you stupid ass Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, mainly two-thirds, gonna lead you to the slaughter. Okay? Don't say you have not been warned. Verse 5. And to the others, that's two-thirds, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Smite means to kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old, young, both maids and little children and women. Alright? So hey, old, young men, maids, young women, old women, and even little children are gonna get slaughtered out here, man. Alright? I watched a video from Epic Economist where it says that 1 in 5 children are gonna starve. Hey, that's a famine coming that no one seems to be talking about. A lot of shit's about to happen. But hey, two-thirds of you Israelites are not taking heed, man. And then you got women going on elders and apostles and brothers comment boards scoffing and mocking, talking shit like this one particular one that went on the elder apostle Gabar's comment board talking shit. A lot of you women are not exempt from judgment either, man. Alright? You women are not innocent. Alright? But I ain't talking about the 1/3 women, alright, the few sisters that do listen and learn, follow them in the Lord. I'm talking about the many of you women that are doing the shit you're doing, alright, like twerking in a guy's fucking restaurant where people gotta eat. Who does that shit, man? Okay? Who does that crap? You're in a damn establishment where people gotta eat and you in there twerking and shaking your big ass, okay? Shaking your big ass while people eating. What's wrong with you damn women, man? What's wrong with you damn Jake women? And it's mainly you so-called black women, man. Alright, so-called black women, because no one's black. That's why I say you so-called Negro women. It's mainly you. You the one that's acting a damn fool and talking shit because you don't want a man ruling over you. When the Bible specifically says that a man is supposed to rule over you, it tells you that. It tells you that in Genesis chapter 3 and 16, 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, okay, where it says, let's just get it. I don't want to butcher it, man, because, hey, this shit got to come out, man. It's got to, hey, you got to correct you women. All right? I'll go back to that other scripture. Because, hey, got to get on you women. Like the Apostle Kabar say, it's time for us men to get on you damn women. And he's absolutely right. The times we're coming in too. A lot of you women are just going to get effed up out here. Okay? But not some of you. Some of you women are going to be exempt. And I ain't talking about all you women. I'm talking about the many of you women that are being wicked. Not you sincere women. Let's get that straight. I'm not talking about you sincere women that are following the men of the Lord and doing what you're supposed to do. This don't apply to you. Okay? Like I say, if the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe don't fit, hey, don't worry about it. This ain't applying to you. But we are talking about a lot of the women, a lot of Israelite women, mainly the so-called black woman that wants to act a fool and do wicked shit, thinking that they are above the man or equal to a man when you're not. The Bible says you are not equal to a man, and you never will be. Get over it. All right? 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahushai. Yahushai is a head of every man, and the head of the woman is the man. See? The head of the woman is the man. We're above you. Okay? And the head of Hamashiach Yahushai is Yahweh. Okay? Yahweh rules over Yahushai. The man rules over the woman. And Yahushai rules over the man. Period, point blank. How you get around that? You can't. But a lot of you women, y'all just don't want to shut up. You want to come on brothers' comment boards, elders' comment boards talking shit, and you don't want to shut up. Like Elder Apostle Gabar say, the best thing for you women to do is to shut up. You don't want to do that. And you know what? Let's get that. I know, like I say, I'm going off subject, man, but hey, this got to come out. It's still the spirit. And it's going to come out. The Lord put the spirit on me to say these things. All right? This is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. These are not my words. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with you women learning in silence? What is wrong with that? Nothing. But a lot of you so-called, you Israelite women, mainly you so-called black women, don't want to shut up and get in order. But you're about to. The times we're entering in, oh man, you're about to get that ass in order. Period, point blank. Verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Why, Lord? For Adam, man, was first formed, then Eve, then the woman. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. There you go. The woman sinned first. It tells you that. Okay? Let's get that. Let's prove that. Like I said, I'm off subject, but that's okay. I think that's let's see, I think it's this. Yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Because of you so-called women, mainly the so-called black woman, through you we die. You came the beginning of sin. Hey, that's okay. Let's go back to Ezekiel. This is coming. Ezekiel 9 and yeah, right here. Ezekiel 9 verse 6 again. It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. And begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. A lot of you women are about to get effed up out here. All right. Let's get this. And I don't care if a lot of you women get mad, man. All right. Like I say, if the shoe fits, wear it. And this, like I say again, this ain't talking about you sincere women who listen and learn. This is talking about 2/3 of you women out there, mainly you so-called black women. Okay? Because you are the worst of the worst. And I have seen the worst of the worst throughout my 33 years of living. I'll be 34 in 2 more weeks. I don't celebrate my birthday no way. But hey, living here on this planet for almost 34 years, I've seen the worst and the worst in you so-called black women. Oh yes, I have witnessed it. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 17. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead. You become that bad tin, lead, dross that gets on that brass and that tin and that iron and that lead. In the midst of the furnace, they are even the dross of silver. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, a power, because ye are all become dross. Behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. A lot of 2/3 of you Israelites, you wicked men, you wicked women, are going to be left here to melt. And you know what's going to melt you? ICBM nuclear missiles are going to melt your ass. Oh, yeah. You're going to be left here to melt. Hey, let's prove that. Zechariah 13. No, not that one. Not that one. Not yet. Here, right here. Hold on. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths. What does that? ICBM nuclear missiles, man. ICBM nuclear missiles is gonna do this. You're gonna melt where you stand. Your flesh is gonna consume off of your body. Like in that movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day where Sarah Connor was on that fish. The rest of these folks were turned into powder. As soon as that blast of that thermonuclear got close, it blasts away. Her body just combust. Alright? Wait, that was way before though, but her body combust in the flame, and as soon as that blast got to her, what happened, man? Her flesh just flew off. That's hey, that's the future, the near future of 2/3 of you Israelite men and women. Hey, that's the future of you 2/3 Israelites. And hey, that future is fast approaching. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and who's proud the most? And we all know that Esau is the proud one. And we already know he's the proud one because, hey, like in Obadiah 1 and 3, it says that the proud of thy heart has deceived thee. But mainly 2/3 of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, mainly the so-called black woman, she's the most proud. Whoo! Can't tell her nothing. Can't tell her nothing. Boy, I tell you, hey, gonna be nothing to burn, man. Yea, all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. The day that cometh that shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh shall host, that it shall leave neither root nor branch. That day is fast approaching. So what you gonna do? You gonna continue to be wicked, or you gonna or you gonna get right? Oh, I forgot to go that slocky. All right. Let's get this. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. That sword is being sharpened and it's being furbished to make a sword slaughter to 2/3 of you Israelites, man. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Should we be on tables twerking? Alright? And I don't care, look, if you men are for this shit, hey, just get the fuck away from me, man. You need to correct your women, man. It is time for men to be men again, and it's time for women to be women again. Okay? Plain and simple. All right? You men, a lot of you men are you just go along with the shit because you're making it scared to say something. It's time for men to be men again. It's time to man up. Okay? Should we then make mirth? And the answer is no. It contemneth the rod of my son as ever tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Who's the slayer? Esau Edom, so-called white man. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people, you Israelites, 2/3. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. This is the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Not my words, man. It's what the Lord said. So don't get mad at me. This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power. And if it first began at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? What's the end? Judgment. Harsh judgment. Judgment is already going forth. Your boy Grandmaster J, Little Boosie, talking about that nigga, talking about, I'ma eat pork. I'ma eat pork. I don't care. And then you gonna flip out the Most High. Look at your ass now. Grandmaster J, going into a carnally sense, trying to take up arms to try to take down Esau Edom in his kingdom, go against Esau Edom in his blessing. Look how that shit turned out for him. Hey, judgment is going forth, man. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakadash. You deserve it. You really do. Isaiah 24 and verse, not Isaiah 24, Sloggy. Isaiah 1 and 24, I'm sorry. Getting overexcited, my bad. All right, getting overexcited, man. Hey, that's the Spirit speaking through me, man. So, Slocky for that. Isaiah 1 and 24. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, the Lord Yahweh Shai host, the mighty one of Israel. I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of my enemies. 2/3 Esau Edom and heathens are adversaries and enemies of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and the Lord is about to ease him of his adversaries and his enemies. And I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy droughts. We just got through reading that in Ezekiel, the 22nd chapter. And take away all thy tin. That's coming, man. That's heavy judgment. But we all know 2/3 of you ain't gonna listen, ain't gonna hearken. Let's see. You too busy twerking, and this is coming, man. The hour of temptation, and a lot of you are gonna give in to temptation, but the elect are not. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation, the mandatory vaccine, mandatory microchipping. That's upon us, man. But what 2/3 of you is like doing? You too busy twerking and acting a fool. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So to all you sincere men and women, hold on fast, man, because, hey, things about to get bumpy. This is Zechariah 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire and refine it as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call upon my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shai is my power. All right? So, hey. 2/3 are gonna be getting fucked up out here, but hey, 1/3 and 144,000 are gonna be covenant that day. And we're fast approaching Jacob's trouble. Okay? This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's gonna be saved out of it? The elect. So hey, these devils ain't gonna be able to put their hands on the elect. When they come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna lift up a standard against these devils. They're gonna be like madmen sparing none. Alright, they're gonna come against the elect, but they're gonna lose. This is Luke 18, verse 7 and 8. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, the Son of Man, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? And the answer is yes, through the elect, man. Okay? So with that, I'm gonna end it here. I really didn't want to make this lesson too long, but hey, the Spirit moved upon me. So, Lord, when I pray this lesson was edifying, I'm going to close it out by giving all praises and honor and glory that's due to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Root Well, and as always, we give peace and citation to the whole front. Seeing with another lesson soon, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharanga, Shalom, and Why Abab Babal. Bab Kasha, Bab Kasha, Bab Kasha. Shalom.